to predict coke quality like CSR, CRI, M10 and M40 values based on the chemical parameters of the coal blend. And this prediction and this model works purely on data analysis concepts. So some of the abbreviations that has been used in this presentation has been described in this slide. PR stands for plastic range, which indicates the plastic characteristics of coal measured in Giesler plastometer. MMR is the mean maximum reflectance, which indicates coal rank. M10 is the Micom-Dunn test, which indicates coke strength in cold conditions, which basically is the abrasion resistance. M40 is also Micom-Dunn test, which indicates coke strength in cold condition during impact. CSR is the coke strength after reaction, which indicates coke strength after the carboxy reaction. CRI is coke reactivity index, which indicates percentage loss of coke carbon during carboxy reaction. And FSI, which is free swelling index, which indicates the increase in volume of coal when heated under guided conditions. So this is a brief description of how this model works. The basic idea behind this model is to collect as many data as possible. We have used the lab data of last 3 years and also the coal blend parameters that are entered by the user, create a data set, and based on this data set, using the latest data analysis tools, we are trying to predict the coke qualities. So this is basically a model input GUI where the user can prepare the coal blend based on the different compositions that he wants to use. For example, at Bhilai Steel Plant, we have 2 coal preparation plants, that is CHP1 and CPP2. So as you can see in this slide, the coal blend for CHP1 and CPP2 has been prepared, where PCC, MCC, Australia Hard, Australia Soft, etc. all these coal types have been used in different proportions. And these data are entered by the user to see what he will get as the coke quality if he uses this as coal blend. This is the model output GUI. As I said earlier, we have 2 coal preparation plants, CHP1 and CPP2. This is the model output GUI of CHP1. As you can see in this pie chart, the user has entered 10% PCC, 44% Australia Hard, 12% Australia Soft, 18% USA Hard, 8% USA Soft, and 8% Benga. And based on this composition, the coal analysis that has come out to be is shown in the first table, where PR has come out to be 77.4, MMR as 1.15, BAR as 0.15, ash content as 10.25, sulfur as 0.7, and fluidity is 1471. The fluidity has not been converted into log, so this is just a raw value. And based on all these parameters, as you can see in the second table, the text in the red is representing the predicted quality. So again, I would like to tell that this for 2 coal preparation plants, actually we have 4 coke sorting plants. CHP1 caters to CSP1 and CSP4. So our prediction for coke quality is for each coke sorting plants. So as you can see in the second table, based on this blend, the CSR for CSP coke sorting plant 1 is predicted to be coming out to be 64.46, CRI 23.4, M10 7.9, and M40 80.15. Whereas the text in black, that is the actual value that we have got from the lab analysis. So for CSP1, the actual lab data is 64.7, and CRI is 23.55, M10 is 7.95, and M40 is 80.75. Similarly for CSP4 also, the data has been displayed in this second table. Similarly, this is the model output GUI of CPP2, that is coal preparation plant 2. which caters to two coke sorting plants, CSP2 and CSP3. Again, based on the similar lines, the data has been displayed. The data in the red is the predicted value, and the text in the black is the actual value that we got from the lab analysis. So this is the validation report for last 25 blends that we validated. We tried to validate from our model and the data that we got from the lab analysis. So for CSP1, the CSR value, actually the green worm that you are seeing in this slide, this represents the percentage accuracy of our model. The blue worm is the predicted value, and the orange worm is the actual value that we got from the lab. So for CSR, for CSP1, the accuracy is quite good, above 95%. For CRI, it is a little bit low, around 96-97%. For M10, it is around 92-93%. And for M40, it is again good, above 95%. This is the data of 25 blends that has been taken for this validation. Similarly, the validation data of CSP2, actually before implementing it and installing this, giving the user, we had validated all these things, and only after getting the validation data above 90% accuracy, we made it live and allowed the users to use it. This is the validation report of CSP2 coke sorting plant 2. Again, here also, as you can see, the prediction of CSR, CRI and M40 is above 95%. For M10, it is little bit low, around 91-92% it is. Similarly, this data is for coke sorting plant 3. Here also a similar pattern is observed for CSR, CRI and M40. It is quite good. Overall, all the data accuracy is above 90%. So some of the salient features of the model can predict the coke qualities with an accuracy of over 94%. The model works in auto correction mode. This is a very unique feature of this model. Checks the error level in the entry data, and in case of erroneous entry, or if there is some erroneous entry at the lab, from the lab, the person who is entering the lab analysis data in the model, in the entry screens of the model, if there is some erroneous entry, the model can capture that and generate alarm. Based on that, we can again validate the data and get it corrected. It further regulates itself to generate even more accurate predictions based on the earlier predictions and actual quality parameters achieved. The model helps in coal saving, as the actual time elapsed between coal blend preparation and coke lab analysis is around 24 to 72 hours at our plant. Coal blend collection done after 24 to 72 hours leads to wastage of coal. With this invention, no such time lag occurs. The model leads the way to reduce wastage of coal, resulting in cost saving and lesser greenhouse gas emission. Advantages of the model. By using this model, the user can check the predicted coke qualities in advance before making the coal blend and make blend accordingly, which leads to better and consistent coke quality, less wastage of coal, as I said before, which leads to cost saving and lesser greenhouse gas emission. Any constraint in coal blend supply can be handled better using this innovation, because at many times there is limitation from at the coal supply level. The particular type of coal that we want, we do not get at a regular basis. So in that case, any alternate coal if we want to use, and we can enter this detail in our model, it can predict what type of coke we will get. Advanced information about the supplied coke quality leads to better process management at blast furnace. The model has the capability to easily being tuned for any disparate regime of coke making and come out with highly accurate coke quality prediction. So there are some improvement plans that we are working on. The first is the development of cost optimization model for the coal blend. This is under process. Almost 50-60% of the job has been done. We are using various Python libraries for optimization, and if it is implemented, then it's just a